Hello to my fellow flops, and welcome to my favorite first watches of 2025. I watch a lot of movies, and while I didn't reach my goal of 300 movies watched in 2025, I did watch over 200, and a lot of them were really good ones. Now, this is not my list of favorite movies that came out in 2025 because I did not watch a lot of movies that came out in 2025. But I watched a lot of movies, and so I'm just gonna recap all of the movies that I watched for the first time, regardless of the year they came out in. There's a lot of bloody movies, funny movies, sexy movies, and some that are a combination of all three. There are mild possible spoilers for all of these movies waiting for you, so be careful if you haven't seen any of them and you don't want them spoiled for you. Let's jump right in. Starting with my favorite movie that came out in 2025, Sinners. I know I said I wasn't going to talk about any movies made in 2025, but Sinners was a really good movie that just happened to come out in 2025, and I did watch it for the first time this year, obviously. I love to talk about this movie. There isn't much that I can allow myself to say on the themes of racism that are sewn into this movie, but there is so much that I can say about everything else. I could talk about all of the transcendent music. I could talk about the burning bar scene with so much historical culture intertwining throughout. I could talk about the acting performances, especially by Miles Caton and Michael B. Jordan, who had to play two different people, and all of the vampire elements. Spoilers, this is one of the best vampire movies I've ever seen. And the beautiful sets, and lighting, and color grading. I couldn't possibly rank any other 2025 release above it. What, Ping Pong Boy Marty Supreme? The fucking Minecraft movie? No. Sinners is a movie that is just truly like no other. I urge everyone who hasn't seen it to stop watching this video right now and go watch it, okay? It's great. It's incredible. Moving on to my favorite movie that came out in 2024, but that I didn't watch until last year, Conclave. I'm still kind of mentally stuck in 2025, so if I at any point throughout this video say that I watched it this year, I didn't. I watched it last year. Just so you know. Also, no, I have not seen Oppenheimer. I will not. And I think the entire cast for this movie was shafted by the Oscars, okay? I'm sure Oppenheimer is very good, but it's also almost 3 hours, and I don't have that kind of attention span. And this movie enthralls me as an ex-Catholic. Ralph Fiennes brings it. He is so incredible at portraying an obscure inner conflict. Isabella Rossellini is one of my favorite actors and filmmakers, and I was just so happy to see her in this. I love green porno, dude. Just look at me. I love the representation in this movie, from the fact that they actually cast actors of different races to play different cardinals from different areas, to the fact that the eventual Pope-elect is intersex, and the fact that the leaders of organized religions are just as corrupt as some American politicians, and this movie shows that. Overall, it is just an absolutely incredible drama, my favorite movie of 2024. I need to watch it again soon. When I say this is one of the funniest movies I've ever seen, I mean it. Elite raunchy humor, references for the ages, and just a star-studded cast, dude. Mike Myers is a really talented comedian, but he's also such a talented actor. I mean, we've already discussed that playing two different characters in the same movie isn't easy. I can confidently say that Mike Myers did not do as good of a job in this movie as Michael B. Jordan did in Sinners, but I could never take aim at Mike Myers' performance as Dr. Evil, even if it was stolen from Dana Carvey's Lorne Michaels impression. I don't feel quite as strongly about either of the sequels as I do this one, but I do own all of them on Apple TV, and I have watched all of them. They're very good movies, the humor stays consistent throughout, but this one will always be my favorite. Honestly, I really love Austin and Vanessa in this, and I wish that the second movie hadn't started with the plot twist that she's been a fembot the whole time. But whatever, I trust the creative vision of the writers. I fucking love the Twilight movies. I'm sorry. At least the OG and New Moon. I can't fucking believe how much these movies are made for me, dude. They've got over dramatizing that works its way around to being comedic. Like, who names their child Renesmee, dude? They've got beautiful actors, beautiful color grading, and also it's the second vampire movie on this list, and it's also one of the best I've seen. I think I really like vampire movies. This is the original teen soap opera. I fully understand why it was so popular on Tumblr and the like. I'm just so glad that Robert Pattinson and Kristen Stewart have both gone on to have more high profile roles. Not to say that Twilight wasn't high profile, it's probably still each of their most famous roles. But now I'm happy for them that they've gone on to be in things like Mickey 17 and Love Lies Bleeding, and Kristen is directing now. And I'm just like, they seem like they're more happy with what they're doing now, and I'm very proud for both of them. I love me a good Salons, and this is one of my favorite movies by him, second only to Happiness. It's so fucked up, no happy endings. It's such a fucking incredible movie. I urge you all to go just watch it. It's one of Solans' greatest achievements as a writer, in my personal opinion. It's definitely offensive and taboo, but it's also so beautiful. I don't know what else to say about this one.
Are these serious thoughts or just a movie? It's a serious movie.
Alright, here's the one that made me cry. This movie has the most insane editing I've ever seen, combined with a plot involving a topic that few people are willing to explore so thoroughly in a film. I understand that some people consider this an edgelord movie, but this could not be further from the truth for me. I know edgelord movies, this is not one of them. I think this movie approaches the topic of suicide in such a perfect way from so many different angles. It's got apathy, anger, depression, burying your emotions deep inside. I think this movie is so unique for that reason, but also because it's difficult to combine that with such beautiful and intricate and multimedia editing without feeling disrespectful. This movie rarely ever feels disrespectful. It explores these topics in such a complex and nuanced way, and I can't believe that the main love interest is also from that Too Cruel for Christmas made-for-TV movie, because she's so good in this. All the actors are acting their asses off, and I really want to see more movies like this. Either ones that explore difficult topics, or that have acid trip ass editing. Either or both. I don't care.
See the houses, look at the trees swaying in the cool breeze.
So I also watched Pink Flamingos for the first time this year. It's easily John Waters' most infamous film. I think Polyester is so much better. This movie is so completely absurdist. I love Francine Fishpaw. I love the name Francine Fishpaw. I love how her delinquent children completely reform on their own off camera. I love the concept of a sexual foot stomper. I love the way that everyone moves in this movie, dude. The physical comedy is incredible, and physicality is very important to any John Waters film, in my opinion. I also frequently forgot that Divine wasn't a cisgendered woman from the way she talks and the way she moves, dude. Like, she's really good at playing a woman. I feel like that is not common with a lot of drag queen actors. And Divine is just literally such an icon. Like, I love her. This movie is so perfect. I love the casting. I love the color grading. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Leave the wood.
So, Robert Eggers is probably my third favorite horror director, behind David Cronenberg and Frank Henenlotter. I like the movies of those two directors better, but Robert Eggers has made some films that truly scare me, and I think that's a pretty big feat. I am not easily scared. I am not easily disturbed. But Robert Eggers has made me feel both of those emotions. And it's crazy. It's crazy how he does that. The Witch is probably the scariest movie that I watched in 2025. I was with a friend in their house that is much more security protected than mine, and I was still shaking and quivering in my boots, dude. Not exactly a traditional horror movie, it's very much a drama, a family drama. And that, plus the historical setting, plus the religious elements, are what make this movie terrifying. A lot of it is also because the acting is fantastic and the situation is incredibly realistic for the time. I felt so bad for Thomason throughout. She's played expertly by Anya Taylor-Joy, who I love in everything she's in. And William, the father, is genuinely terrifying when he gets upset. And with religious influence just seeping into every aspect of their life and making them extra prone to the fear of witches, and then accusing their own daughter of being one, oh my god, it's so good! I love a movie that doesn't over-explain itself, and that's part of why I love this movie. It doesn't overstay its welcome, and it is utterly terrifying.
I'm not going out tonight. It just makes me depressed.
So what are you gonna do? Kill yourself?
Here's the other one that made me cry. Rish Cutter's A Love Story is incredibly beautiful. It's another deeply nuanced movie about suicide and the effects that it has carrying on even after you die. The details of the world they live in after they oft are awesome. From the fact that they aren't able to smile, to the fact that the world itself has all its color just sucked out of it and thrown away. Every detail feels intentional, and also Will Arnett, who I did not expect to see in this, he's really good in this. I really like him in this. This movie makes me feel so single every time I watch it, and if you are also prone to feeling very single, this movie might wreck you as it did I. Next movie.
Food is fuel. I don't know about you. I'm starving.
I'm ending the video on what is easily my most underrated fave of 2025. Cannibal Mukbang is a girl boss love story with a lot of blood and a lot of mukbangs. Let's just say that she kills rapists and she eats them. I think besides the fact that the premise is really silly, this is genuinely one of the most complex, psychological, romantic thrillers I've ever seen. It's simultaneously disgusting and freaky and delicious and sweet, with a main character that isn't really a bad guy, but just misled and who makes the wrong decision in the end. It's very realistic. Yes, I stole most of that from my Letterboxd review on this movie. You can suck it! I will say that the director of this movie, Amy Mayumi Kuj, follows me on Instagram, and if you're seeing this, Amy, I'm working on a script I think you'll really like. Either way, I hope you make more movies like this. It's amazing. It's one of my favorite movies ever. Was this just a way to pull content out of my ass and talk about movies I like? Maybe. But if you made it this far, clearly it worked, dude. I hope that all of my flops enjoyed this video greatly. I hope you put it on while you ate your late lunch or early dinner. Follow me on Instagram at HotFreakThing. Follow me on Instagram at Sophia Flopula. Follow all of my Instagrams, really. Also, a moment for the makeup. Thank you. Have a great day, everybody.
Spending some time into the stars.